They never lost their belief in it, and we gave into the pressure of the game a bit. And the two things that hurt us throughout the night were the turnovers and the ridiculousness of those. But more importantly tonight, it's the scouting report defense. It's just the greatest form of toughness. Everybody thinks they understand toughness, but toughness really is consistency. It's consistency of a purpose. And the three words, do your job, when you can do that consistently, well then you've got a form of toughness. When you break down and when you give in and you make mistakes, this league is good enough to make you pay. This team was first in attempts, they were 10th in percentage. All right, and we were going to try to take away the paint, and we were going to try to take away the three-point line. Same thing we did against Michigan, who had much of the same ability. They could get to the basket, they could get to the three-point line, they could score. And we're the same team that did that a week ago and did it with a lot of success. The bottom line is, when you don't stay true to what your job is, if it means I don't leave my man, I don't leave my man. If it means I force him left, I force him left. Okay? If it means I communicate a screen, I communicate a screen. If it means I switch, I switch. And when those rings break down enough, that's where we never took their belief away from them in this game, because we made too many mistakes along the way that allowed them to stay in it. And the turnovers, we've got. There's no excuse, and I'd like to say, you know what? If we did this, if we did that, or if we just aired it out and slowed it down, I'm not sure that's the answer. We need easy baskets, and so you have to run some. But we lost this game defensively by allowing them to stay in it with mistakes, and then the pressure of the game got to us a little bit, and a couple 5-second calls. I mean, a couple of. I keep going to the word awareness. And that's the nicest word I can use, and that's what we've got to continue to coach. And we'll be right back at it. As I said to these guys, there's any night anybody can beat anybody in this league. We've done it. They've done it. Anybody can do it. And the only way we know to get better is to come back in and get better. And so it'll be that's all we can do. So go ahead.
Justin.
You mentioned the turnovers, just in terms of the inbounds plays, basically just kind of what all went wrong there. And there were occasions where guys had timeouts and so we had a 5-second call, just sort of.
Yeah, that's lack of awareness. I mean, you got to call a timeout when you take the ball out there. I would say panic. I would say guys not rolling back. You're going to be held. I mean, there's no question about that. A couple were called, a couple weren't. You got to play through it. But somebody's phone is really a problem right here. It just keeps ringing. There you go. Okay. No offense. It's the ringer and it's the music, whatever you got there. The bottom line is, I mean, you just got to make a basketball play. So you just got to make the play. And the press offense, just roll back and screen and roll back. Use the baseline, pass fake. Have the awareness, okay, that when you can't get it in, call the timeout, sitting right there. I mean, that's part of it.
Rick?
In terms of last 5 minutes, the offense sort of came to a halt. You guys didn't make a basket in the last 5-16.
I haven't really looked at the offense yet, so I'm sure you're right. What's the question? What happened to us?
Yeah, like, you guys were scoring pretty effectively before then. Early, definitely a high shooting percentage early.
We had a few turnovers in there. I don't have a great answer on that until I watch the film. But when you're trying to, you got to have more than one or two guys that can get the ball where it needs to be. And we missed some shots, a couple quick ones. But I mean, I'm rambling now. I got to go watch the film. So I mean, it obviously wasn't good enough. But I've got to watch it.
Terry?
What were you hoping to get on that last play for 6.1?
Yogi or Will on the side. We needed a screener there, and so get a screen in the middle for just get into an open court play. Get a jumper, get all the way to the rim, or throw it to Will, in a one-on-one type of situation there. But we put a screen in the middle of the court, which would free us up.
Okay. and I don't know if you'll actually have an answer for this, but just this deep into the season, how do you get them to get that?
Ken, we just got to go back to work tomorrow. Okay, I can't psychoanalyze it. We just got to go back to work tomorrow. I mean, it's what it is. This team just beat Michigan a week ago. I mean, it's not. It's got to come back. I mean, it's the way it is. I'll be there. You know what I mean? And that's the bottom line. We got to get ourselves ready to go beat Purdue. It's the bottom line.
You mentioned the defense guys getting out of position or maybe not carrying out assignments. I mean, did you see that throughout the game, or is that something?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And we showed them at halftime again. We gave up number three's in there. Number three, right? Number three's in there to do one thing: take 3-point shots. And we came off him, and he had 3 threes tonight. So I don't know if we make a lot of changes defensively. All right, because the same type of mentality of not coming off shooters beat Michigan a week ago. All right, so it really becomes, I don't have a better answer for you than it's lack of, it's just, you can't just play to play at this level. And it's not just the youth. I mean, we got a 5th-year senior out there, okay, that's got to play better. But we got a 4th-year senior that's got to play better. We all got to do better. So, bottom line is that's in this league, when guys are penetrators and they're kicking it to shooters. We won a Big Ten championship at Michigan last year, doing the same type of thing, trying to take the outlets away from Trey Burke. We win the championship. So it's just a matter of being able to carry out the game plan.
Anything else for Coach?
You mentioned, seeing panic at the end. I guess when you had him in timeouts, or we had him in a huddle, basically in the last couple of minutes, I guess. Did you see it in there? What were some of the things I guess you tried to say to them?
I was very calm. I was very calm. Yeah, I think I don't think we had our leadership could have been better at the end. So.
Okay. Anything else?
Go ahead. Anything else?